In this video, I am testing out the ultimate flying experience on the DJI Mini 4 Pro, but not using the RC2 or the Goggles 3. I'm going to be using the Apple Vision Pro. Does it live up to the expectation, and how does it compare to the DJI Goggles 3? Let's get into that video. So I've tested out VR goggles before and I thought these would be exactly the same, just with an Apple logo on. But once you actually put these on your head, the experience, it's mind-blowing. But after I unboxed this huge box, edited videos while sat on the moon, watched movies in my own private cinema, and then played Xbox on this huge screen, I wanted to actually test out what this would be like to actually fly a drone using the Apple Vision Pro. Now, although the DJI RC2 is a fantastic controller, a downside to this is the actual screen. Sure, it's really convenient, has a lot of advantages, but it's only 700 nits of brightness, which means when it's really bright outside, it can be tricky seeing the screen on the RC2. And the DJI Goggles 3 are fantastic, nice and lightweight, the battery is integrated, and you also get this really cool immersive experience when using these. And you can use these on your FPV drones and also the cinematic drones like the Mini 4 Pro and the Air 3. But a downside to using these goggles at the time of recording this is that you are limited on features. For instance, on the Mini 4 Pro, if you use these goggles, you can't rotate the camera and shoot in vertical. If you use these on the DJI Air 3, you can't switch camera lenses. You can't switch from the 24mm to the 70mm. You also can't use any of the intelligent flight features. It's just photos and videos. So whilst these are really fantastic, they're also limited as well. The screen quality is also really good on here, 1080p screen, but on the Vision Pro, you're getting 4K on each eye. So the quality difference should be incredible. And also in the Vision Pro, you're connecting this directly to the DJI Fly app, which means you can completely control your drones. I can actually change the camera on here. I can use all the different intelligent flight features as well when using the Vision Pro. So that's the theory of it. What was it actually like in practice? So let's now jump and show you exactly what this was like. Now, what you're going to be seeing is a screen recording, quite a low quality screen recording. So it's not going to be this 4K in each eye image that I actually see in real life, but it gives you a good idea. And also it's not going to be stabilized either. When I put these Vision Pros on my head, everything is completely stabilized and just completely surreal. Got this massive screen. What you see through the screen recording, it's not going to be that. The screen is much bigger in real life, and also it's stabilized as well. So before we get into this, if you like tech and drone content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I've got loads of videos coming really soon. Let's show you what it was like. Okay, so I've got the Vision Pro on my head. I'm going to switch now and show you what I can see. So I get this really good pass-through image where I can see the surrounding area and also all of the different apps. Now, DJI do have on the App Store their own DJI Fly app, but this is just the iPad iPhone version. So whilst this looks pretty cool and you can actually drag this box around and resize it, you can't really do anything with it because it doesn't actually work yet with the actual controllers. So for this to work, you have to actually connect your iPhone, but that's not a problem. We can mirror this straight to the Vision Pro, and there is literally like no lag, no latency issues at all. So I can get the DJI Fly app on my phone and completely mirror this to the Vision Pro headset. And this is where it gets really fun. So instead of just using your phone or your RC2 controller, you can get this massive screen. So to show you here, so I've got the DJI Fly app just floating in the air. I can grab that and put it at the side of my car here. So if you actually think about the size of a car, I can drag this screen so it's actually bigger. It fills the whole space of that car. And this is all done via hand gestures. So I just grab the box and I can just drag it wherever I want. This is absolutely crazy, and it gives you this massive screen so you can clearly see everything. I could make it small, I could cover bits of the car, or I could cover the whole car, and it's going to get even crazier than that in a second. But also I can bring up other apps as well. So I can bring up the UAV forecast app. Really enjoy this app. It's fantastic, showing me the wind direction, any issues in that area. So I could have that off to the side. I can also bring up some flight radars as well, and it'll show me any air traffic in the area. And all I want to do is actually pinch in and out to actually zoom in on that map as well. So I can have multiple windows all around me. But as you can see, I can also still clearly see my whole surroundings because it's got these 6 cameras facing outwards. I can also walk backwards as well. So as I move around, those windows pin in place. It is crazy. I can still grab them from a distance away and make them even bigger and have this huge screen. I mean, just look at the size of this, but watch this, right? So I can grab this screen. I'm going to walk over to this building. I'm taking that screen with me. I know this gets crazy, just bear with me, right? So imagine the size of a building. You could have your DJI Fly app the size of the whole building. That's what it looks like when you've got these goggles on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that window now, and I'm just going to drag it, and it's going to take up the whole size of this building here. This is just absolutely crazy. And this is why it's unlike anything I've ever experienced when flying a drone before. To have a screen this big, it just shows you everything in lots of detail. Now I could also look over and you can see those windows that I've left there, they just stay in place. But I can also turn this dial and get this really immersive view as well, because now I can't see my surroundings, I'm on a lake. I can actually fly this drone now, bring it over to me, and I get this massive dual 4K image in front of me. I can just click that button, it takes all the apps off, so I can see that drone in front of me. This is exactly what I'm seeing. Click that button again, and now I'm on some lake. But those two other apps that I've left by the car, I can just grab them just by looking at them and bring them straight back over to me. I don't have to walk back over to them. I can just grab them and pull them straight back over here. And then I've got this really good setup now. So the drone's up in the air. So now I can see the drone in the sky and also these apps as well. So I've got full control of this. I can do everything that I would normally do. So as I'm flying this drone now, I can see the UAV forecast. I can also clearly see that DJI Fly app screen as well, and it's giving me all of the different features that I would want to use, so all the different intelligent flight features, and the quality, it's just incredible having this massive screen in front of you. You're not going to get this same illusion now because it's being portrayed on a YouTube video, but in real life this is enormous. So as the drone is coming back to me, you can see what it looks like in real life. So just me staring at a building flying a drone. But in my world, it's completely different. You know, I am immersed with these huge screens in front of me. I can see the sky and the building, the surroundings. And as that drone comes back to me, you know, this is what it looks like. This is like really boring car park with a building in front of me. That is what the real life looks like. But what I can see is this. This is just absolutely incredible. But I can also bring up like my drone cheat sheets as well. I can bring more apps on the screen. So if I want to actually practice some drone moves, I could have these on the screen, and actually let's try a push out reveal shot, and I can actually do those shots whilst flying the drone as well. I can also go back to this lake if I want to be more immersed and actually take away my surroundings. I have the full control to customize this as much as I want. So you can choose any of these different environments. I do like the forest environments as well, but you can also just move that scroll wheel down and be back to normal life again on this car park, where I can see all of these different windows basically floating in real life, but what the drone can see is again me staring at a building. But I can also bring up more apps as well. So if I wanted to, I could have Disney Plus floating at the top there. I could bring up a Safari window. I could cover this whole space with windows. So it's crazy, and they all pin in place, and the quality of them is just unmatched. I have no idea how they've done this. It's really impressive. But it's one of the best things about using this as well is that you can still use all those intelligent flight features, what you can't do on like the Goggles 3. So I could use spotlight mode, the tracking works, and the latency is the most impressive. I was thinking there's going to be some lag, some cutout, a bit of latency, but there isn't. It's like literally everything that you're seeing in real life is what you're seeing through these goggles as well. There's like minimal latency. So all of these controls here, everything's worked absolutely spot on. And it's good that I have full access to all of the different features and intelligent flight features as well. So bringing that drone back to me now, I can clearly see it in the sky. Return to home works great. I even landed it on my hand with that Vision Pro. That's how good these cameras are. What a crazy, really good experience there. Then once I finish flying, I can go back to that lake. I could bring up, say, Disney Plus or a YouTube video, Netflix, and be transported to this cinema, this full 360 cinema where you get this massive, like 200-inch plus screen. I am speechless, really am. So overall, what a crazy experience that was. Being able to be completely immersed. So there's no light leaks whatsoever. It is ridiculously expensive, but also the quality that you get from this is just on another level. So the screen there, I showed you, I blew that screen up, the DJI Fly screen over that building, well over 200 inches. I've got this massive screen in front of me that I can clearly see, but also because it's got all of these different cameras on the outside of it, the pass-through is really good. I can see clearly my surroundings. I can see that drone in the air. And as I showed you, the ability to actually have several apps on the screen that pin in place as well and just stay there. And as I showed you, being able to have the DJI Fly app screen, this huge screen in front of me, but then have the weather app and any flight radars to the side of that, have my drone cheat sheets on other sides, maybe put Netflix on the side. It is crazy. Such a surreal experience. Compared to the DJI Goggles 3, yeah, DJI Goggles 3 are really good. You get a great experience on this, but I'm speechless. So this video was a lot of fun and also to create as well. The experience using the Vision Pro with the Mini 4 Pro and also the Air 3, it's been the best experience flying drones I've ever had. Now, I'm not saying go and actually get one of these for flying your drones. These are ridiculously expensive. But if you're thinking about getting one of these for productivity, travel, watching content, you might already have one and you've not actually used these with your drones yet. The experience is fantastic. All of that was done via just streaming from my phone direct to the Vision Pro, and there was no latency there whatsoever. Everything was direct, much better. I would say the latency was even better than on the Goggles 3. It is crazy. And I'm sure DJI are also developing their own Vision Pro app. If they can do and it works seamlessly with the controllers, then that is going to be a complete game changer and it can only get better. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, just hit that like button. It really does help out get this video to more places. Subscribe if you're new in here. I've got loads of content coming really soon. I hope you enjoyed this. If you've got any questions, let me know in the comments down below and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.